Hello.
Can you guess the 8 most expensive things? Can you imagine that in faraway Africa, when transporting cars, people would actually place the vehicles together with all sorts of additional items just like this? In fact, this is a very common way of importing cars in Africa. In some African countries and regions, the government departments do not tax each item of goods separately, but instead charge a uniform tax based on the container. Therefore, in order to pay less tax, people will try every possible means to cram as many additional items as they can into the containers, even going so far as to stuff some items into the interiors of the cars. Can you When this man was pulled over for speeding, he decided to show the police officers a magic trick so he wouldn't get a ticket.
Remain vigilant, even at rest.
Yep. Alright, you can watch 1, 2. I want you to hold your hand out like this. Perfect. Just like pinch like that. Alright. Really close. Alright, just a moment. I'm going to have you toss that into the air. And then I'll bring it with that hand that you chose. You're going to reach up and you're going to catch that X. Okay? Let's try. Let's try. Go ahead and make sure you get that. Okay. Catch it. Okay, turn your hand over. Close. Like this. Go ahead. Take a look. Listen if you got it. Just like that. When this.
How's it going, officer? What's that little compartment like in your car, like on the right side? Like,
You murdered Sergey. If you worked here, you wouldn't get paid by the hour. You'd get paid by the box, which means the faster you move, the more you earn. But keeping up takes real stamina and speed before the others clear out the good ones.
I heard a strange
They use
noise
small
coming from
harvest
over there.
trolleys, and picking the
Oh,
row with the most ripe
it's just a
strawberries
cat.
gives you the edge. Full baskets go to a checker who inspects each box to make sure it's filled right and free of bad or bruised strawberries. If everything checks out, your employee card gets scanned, and the box counts towards your pay. If you worked here, you wouldn't get paid by the hour. That's convenient. They're not moving on you.
Try all you want, Chuck. They won't fall no matter how good you are. Everything above the bottom row is braced from the back. There's no way you'll bag the dinos.
Distinguishing between work and rest is the key to maintaining peak mission performance.
Aiming for the syrup bottle, eh? Don't try to me when you fail. Must be the luckiest guy alive.
Luck had nothing to do with it. I'd be happy to demonstrate again if you require proof. Don't you agree that running an honest business is the best way to live?
Yes, sir.
What type of contraption is this?
This is for escargot. You hold it, and then with this pointy fork thing, you scoop out escargot.
Oh my.
Next sip, and it's covered in butter and yummy juices.
Escargot.
look at this.
Looks good.
I heard a strange noise coming from over there. Oh, it's just a cat.
No way. Little sets for the win. Oh, it's raining? Oh, no. Look at this.
How have you been feeling since Dr. Charles altered your dosage?
Look at me. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It'll pass. Okay, it'll pass. You shouldn't feel bad.
I am going to answer this. It's stupid.
Stupid. Ambitious.
I can't help him. Fool myself.
You know, the irony is, that guy is so much more scared of you than you are of him.
I doubt that.
And Mr. Ramirez exploited yours.
That's where he got the response he was hoping for.
I heard a strange noise coming from over there. Oh, it's just a cat.
Now, how's your new dosage of sertraline working out? Any drowsiness or changes in appetite? Okay, I can prescribe a medication called Zofran for that. How have you been feeling?
Speaking of the juice, have you seen fucking Kanye's new song?
Here's the thing. The guy from production, like, he's never lost a step. He can make a beat. He can, like, he's
so talented.
He's a genius.
He's a talented producer, man. When first of all, I think people are kind of done asking him questions. Most of the shit he puts out is like self-release kind of commentary or thoughts. But there is a thing where
This is Ethan, and he has level 3 autism. This morning, he wasn't exactly in his mood to go to school, so his mum always knows how to turn his day into a...
When this girl noticed her clothes weren't fitting anymore, she came across the craziest realization.
This is what I mean though, okay? Listen, all I had today was eggs, avocado, and I had chicken, lettuce, ranch. And this is my stomach. I'm doing all this
Jeff Hardy, famous YouTuber, TikToker, etc. He broke up with his girl Michaela, and she brought the cops to his house to take her stuff out. Broke up with him randomly. Throughout the interaction where she goes in to take her stuff and the cops are there, he said, "What the fuck? After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? I put you on, got you a bunch of money, took care of you, blew up all your social media." But what Jack doesn't understand, and a lot of young men don't understand, is there's no such thing as building equity with women.
This dad came up with this genius parenting hack to get his kid to do exactly what he wants while giving him the illusion of choice.
Played it right here. Please stop. Stop right there.
Officer, did I do something wrong?
No, there's been a robbery in this neighborhood, and I just want to ask you some questions.
Okay.
May I see your ID?
I don't have an ID.
How old are you?
15.
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, do you live around here?
Yeah, I live around the corner. I'm just going to my friend's house.
Okay. Like I said, we've had a report of a suspect in this area, and I'm just going to check things out, okay?
Okay, but what does that have to do with me?
Well, we got a description of the suspect, and quite frankly, you match the description.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to go to my friend's house so I can play some Xbox. I just want to go.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I'm going to need to do a little further investigation before I let you go. Are we... Please stop.
Levi, can you come in, please? No problem.
He says his throat hurts.
That's crazy.
Alrighty, I'll take a look. I think I'm...
Everyone knows what's up.
A female worker felt tired while working. She threw a shoe insole onto the running machine. Unexpectedly, the shoe insole fell onto the burning candle. When the female worker came back after buying popsicles, she realized that there was a fire in the shoe insole factory. The female worker knew she had caused a big disaster, but instead of admitting her fault, she thought up a plan to get away with it. Later, the factory manager summoned all the employees and asked them to admit it voluntarily. However, after half a day passed, no one admitted it. The factory manager had to promise that whoever reported the arsonist would be promoted to team leader. The selfish female worker, in order to clear her suspicion, actually stood up and accused her sister-in-law of being the arsonist. But the factory manager didn't arrest the sister-in-law. Instead, he asked the woman to provide evidence. The woman immediately claimed that she had seen with her own eyes that her sister-in-law had knocked over the candle, causing the fire. At this moment, in order to go home earlier, the supervisor also forced the sister-in-law to confess her crime. Unexpectedly, the factory manager slapped the supervisor in the face. He told everyone that he had been with the sister-in-law at that time, and he was the sister-in-law's witness. The factory manager questioned the woman why she had lied. The woman panicked then. A female worker felt tired while working. She threw a shoe insole onto the running machine. Unexpectedly, the shoe insole fell onto the burning candle. When the female worker came back after buying popsicles, she realized that there was a fire in the shoe insole factory. The female worker knew she had caused a big disaster, but instead of admitting her fault, she thought up a plan to get away with it.
The thing that I loved about that show as a Spider-Man fan is the bigger a fan you were, the more there was for you in that show.
That's a good way to put it. You're right about